Acharya Prashant rightly quoted, meetings, events are by chance, but the motive is not by chance. The events are sporadic, episodic, but the motive is continuity, a permanent presence. Good morning, everyone. My name is Anurupa Ganguly, Assistant Professor at Don Bosco Institute of Technology, New Delhi. On behalf of DBIT, I welcome you all to the third day of our FDP on the theme Enabling Teachers with AI Tools and Innovative Approaches for Effective Teaching Learning. It is with great honor that I now introduce our distinguished speaker for today's session, Professor Tapan Kumar Gandhi. Professor Gandhi is head of Center for Biomedical Engineering IIT Delhi and AIMS New Delhi, chairperson of Brain and Cognitive Sciences IIT Delhi. He is professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering, Cadence Chair Professor of AI and Automation, and Faculty School of AI at IIT Delhi. He holds a PhD in Biomedical Engineering and postdoctoral associate at MIT, USA. Professor Gandhi has been awarded the first Inspire faculty by Government of India. Some of his notable roles include he is the expert member task force at Government of India, including National One Health Mission. He has 300 plus publications in journals such as Nature, Science, PNAS, Current Biology, PLOS Biology, and IEEE Transactions. His research work is not only published in top notch journals, but also appeared in many popular presses, including Time Magazine, the Boston Globe, the New York Times, MIT News, Harvard News, Wall Street Journal, and also in the Science Magazine. Dr. Gandhi holds the most prestigious Abdul Kalam Technology Innovation National Fellowship, elected Fellow of National Academy of Engineering, Fellow of National Academy of Sciences, India, and also has been elected as the Fellow of International Artificial Intelligence Industry Alliance. Professor Gandhi holds adjunct professorship in the Department of Electronics at IIT ISM Dhanbad and is also appointed as honorary advisor to Armed Forces Center for Computational Medicine at AFMC Pune, India. We are truly privileged to have him with us today, and we look forward to an insightful session that will surely broaden our perspectives and deepen our understanding. May I now invite him to take the session forward and deliberate on the topic AI in assessment and evaluation. Over to you, sir.
Uh, thank you. Let me share my screen, then I'll start. I hope I am audible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Just 1 second. Actually, yeah, just Chrome. Yes, but I cannot share my screen. This is what I'm toggling. Chrome tab. Just 1 second. So somehow I'm not able to share my screen. Uh,
So you might be able to see a share icon.
yeah, I know actually, but actually some my experience with Zoom is really very bad. I hate Zoom. So
Okay.
that's why even let me see. Let me
So what can be done is if you can share the presentation with our team, we can share it from here. Will that work?
so actually few maybe some video are connect. Maybe actually I just put some now putting some video. So again I have to select from all the places and then I have to create a folder. So again that would be a little bit of hodgepodge. Let's see. I'm checking with my other laptop. Let's see.
Okay. Okay, sir.
So when I saw that Zoom link, I was thinking the same thing because until now I don't have any problem in any other modality, but Zoom is a I don't know. Zoom का मेरे साथ कुछ problem है. Hello, am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
I think now I'm visible.
Yes, sir.
My screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Good morning, everyone. And thanks, Anurupa, for this uh, very big introduction about me. Coming to the title of the talk in this FDP program, the title is Enabling Teachers with AI Tools and Innovative Approaches for the Effective Teaching and Learning. So before starting my lecture, our audience are allowed to speak. Hello, audience can speak or not? I mean, though you are attendee, they can speak or not?
So they can always write their this thing messages in the chat box.
Oh, so I cannot have this one-to-one interaction. So that means you are stopping me for the effective teaching or learning, right? So that's why actually, truly speaking, I don't like online teaching.
Oh, no, 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 sir. Sir, good morning,
Sir,
sir.
we
Good
have
morning.
enabled the conversation.
Sir, good morning. If you like, we will unmute them. If you like,
Yes,
we will
please,
unmute the
please,
participant.
please, please unmute.
We
Okay,
did,
thank
sir.
you. Varun, sir, please unmute them, please.
Maybe.
Done,
So,
sir. Unmute.
Done, sir.
okay.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you.
I shouldn't feel that I am just teaching a computer, not the human.
No, 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 sir. We welcome you for your suggestion. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So, first of all, I would like to ask all of you because this is the third day. What I heard from when Anupaji was telling about this workshop, and I hope that all of you understand AI and different techniques, what you can use in your teaching and learning process. So, first of all, just one question I would like to ask you: what do you mean by AI? Why this all of a sudden? Why you all feel that AI is very important in everything, teaching, learning, whatever you are doing? Why you feel? Anybody can answer? Only single person can answer, or maybe two, not at the same time, but one after another. So whatever you feel, please tell, because this is the third day. So in 2 days, I know that
So,
there are many speakers. They talked about this AI and all this thing. Yes.
so it's good morning, sir. It's generative AI. So whenever we require something that is still not available on the internet or Google search, we can generate our specific answers with that, or a specific image or media with that. So it is specified to our task or commands. Thus, it is more uh, attractive now than Google search.
Okay. Any other answer?
Good morning, sir.
Yes. Yes. Good morning.
Because nowadays AI it is quite similar with the human activities. It acts like a human.
It
That's why
acts
it is
like
so popular.
so popular. But why you need that?
Because we are very comfortable to means getting any answer from these AI tools.
So that's why
It
you need.
minimize our times,
Okay.
helping us in designing anything or preparing any contents or teaching or in every field of life.
Okay. Okay. Good. Any other answer?
Good morning,
Sir,
sir.
Yes.
good morning, sir. So
Huh?
sorry.
Please go ahead. Without saying good morning, please go ahead. I was very.
Sir, I think in one word, I would like to describe AI as cognition.
AI is cognition. That's a different thing. You are taking into different things. So
Okay.
I am asking that why all of a sudden we all are interested in AI, because I know that there are many registered in this for this FDP, more than 1,000. This is what I've heard from the organizer. So that means everybody is interested in AI, right?
AI makes our work easy.
Okay.
Through AI, I can do everything within a span of second. So AI helps in various way to work out all the official work or any teaching work or paperwork, everything.
But AI, okay. But in the same time, AI also tells lie, right? So how you deal with this thing? If you will give everything to AI, so AI also
Okay.
many times it tells lie.
So for that purpose, we should give the proper pattern through which AI can recognize all the things.
Pattern, whatever pattern. I mean, what do you mean pattern? AI generate the pattern. I mean, based on your query, AI generate all these things, right?
No, no, prompts are prompt. Proper prompts are
No.
required so we can
But
expect
even whatever
correctness
prompt
from
you
AI.
give, yeah, whatever prompt you give, still AI manipulate many things.
Yes, sir, but we do have to think. No, parallelly, we do have to think.
Okay. Any other answer?
Yes, sir. It is a technology.
Hmm.
AI is a technology that perform the task by using human brain.
By
So
using
it
human
help,
brain.
so it
Okay.
help to solve the problems. It
Huh.
understand like it can be used for problem solving.
तो इसका मतलब हमारा जरूरत ही नहीं है, ह्यूमन का जरूरत ही नहीं है, मशीन कैन डू
No, no,
एवरीथिंग,
sir.
राइट?
We have to give input. Otherwise, it will not.
Okay,
Sir,
only
it is just an assistance to us. So we can use AI just as an assistance, not as like we can't totally rely on AI. We have to put our effort also, and we use AI as an assistance so that
okay.
productivity will be maintained. But yes, ultimately we have to become more professional, and our work should be more visualized and attractive. For that, AI can help us.
Yes, very good.
So for this generations, the AI tools are very good for interactive and
I request, I request
Sir,
you,
hello.
please unmute yourself.
Participants are requested to please unmute yourself
So
if you're not asking any question.
exactly, exactly. I mean, we are not here to discuss about
So you're on
Sir,
mute, sir.
you have muted yourself.
Sir, you have muted yourself, sir. Please switch on your mic, sir.
Oh, I didn't mute myself. Okay, ठीक है. So the my screen is visible, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm audible to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, these are very good answer. And the last answer was given by some lady. Can you please tell your name? Or
Pratibha Gupta, sir.
you are faculty over there or somewhere?
No, sir, I am a PhD scholar in Nilm University.
Which university you said?
Nilm University in Kethel.
Okay, okay.
NIILM.
Okay, so good. I mean, all the answer what you have given to me, of course, all answers are correct. But we'll see that what AI can do, what AI cannot do. So basically, if you look at this title, I always give emphasis on the title. What does it mean? Enabling teachers with AI tools and innovative approaches for effective teaching and learning. I mean, the title is actually many times I see this AI when people write the title about the AI. Many times it's wrong, but actually it make very good sense. And I'll talk about each and every word in my next slide. So on my screen, you can see a picture. So as you know that everyone is interested in AI, and of course whether that student or teacher, people ask in which area you want to you need your expertise to grow, then of course the answer will come AI. So that means AI is a magic, but actually I believe AI is not at all a magic. So do you think, so okay, let me ask one question. Do you think that AI what you see today, uh, when it took birth or when it came to this earth, do you have any idea? Maybe anyone can
when the computer was discovered.
2022. In
unmute
2022.
and tell. 2022. Any other answer? Unmute and tell the answer and mute yourself. It landed on this earth all of a sudden. What do you feel?
Sir, it
Sir,
was
actually, it
long time
came
back.
too early,
Sir, it was
but it is
long time
popular
back.
nowadays.
There was a fight between one of the chess players and IBM Blue. So that
Okay.
time it was through AI. So it
So
was
kitna
long
saal?
time back.
10, 15 years or 20 years, 50 years, 100 years?
Yeah, yeah, around 15, 20 years.
Okay. Any other answer? Any other answer? No. Okay. So my next question is uh, uh, would be okay. I'll ask later on. So here, what you see,
1956 by John McCarthy.
okay, 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 good. So here in this picture, what you see, I mean, of course, I mean, when you will search AI, all you will see the human brain and some electronics chip, right? That's why I put this picture because to, I mean, convey you the information that why we use brain and electronics chip. That I'll come slowly. So here, when you see this brain and electronic chip, you need to think about that most probably there is something coming from the brain and something coming from the electronics, right? So when you talk about this AI, this is called the artificial intelligence. So then the question is, when we say something, let's say I bought something, let's say मैंने कुछ sugar खरीदा, sugar, and if I'll tell you कि tell me which kind of sugar is this, then oh, this is a sweetener, or maybe this is a artificial sugar. So that means there is somewhere the natural is available, right? So if I'll ask you, if we are talking about this AI, then what is the opposite of AI? Then the answer is natural intelligence, right? And if I'll ask you, if AI is, I mean, of course, I mean, if I'll ask you that have you seen an AI? किसी ने AI देखा और experience किया? I'm asking to all of you, have you seen any AI or experienced AI until now?
No, sir.
नहीं
But
देखा अभी?
generative AI is experiencing the AI only, no?
Okay, so you have seen AI, right?
Not seen, I have sensed AI.
Experience. Yes, of course. I mean, because you are intelligent, you are giving me the answer in an intelligent way, right? Yes, you have experienced AI. Yes,
So
I completely.
AI is just like mind,
Hmm.
not a brain. ठीक है, brain we can touch, we can locate, but mind we can't locate.
No, no,
Same
no.
way is the AI.
Don't go to this philosophical kind of answer. I'm asking very
Okay,
straightforward.
sir.
Have you seen an AI or experienced AI?
Yes, sir. AI
Ah,
is the logical component, something logical idea about the concept.
देखिए, when I'm asking the question, I mean, your answer should be binary kind of yes or no, and if yes, where? If no, why? Right? So,
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. We using chat GPTs and
exactly,
Sir, we
automatic.
have experienced in multiple things. So Netflix recommender and Google,
exactly,
YouTube recommender and many other phases of life, app recommender, all these are AI
yes.
recommendations only.
So I know all of you have seen
Various
AI,
phases of life we can see AI.
right? Okay, very good. So yes, these are, I mean, let's say Chat GPT, Gemini, or Alexa. We all know that the sweetest lady in this world, right? जो एक लेडी है जो कभी गुस्सा नहीं करती है एंड अच्छा से बात करती है, right? So these are all AI. But actually, if you look at this all this AI, we call it say restricted agent. Truly, these are artificially created and having some intelligence, but not like the intelligence what a natural entity contains. What does it mean? So when I'm talking about this AI, artificial intelligence, you need to understand that then the opposite is, as I said, natural intelligence. So from where I'll get this natural intelligence? From where I'll get this natural intelligence? Any idea? I know that you will say brain, right? Okay, let me answer this question. Of course, when I'm talking about natural intelligence, then the answer is I'll get this natural intelligence from the nature. Whatever is available in the nature, from there we will get the natural intelligence. Okay, so nature में क्या है? Maybe bacteria, virus, protozoa, ant, bird, human, everything. Whatever you see in the nature, any kind of living object, you will get some kind of intelligence from there. And we scientists, what we are doing, we are trying to understand their intelligence and mimicking in the machine or the model. And this is what we call AI. But again, please remember, these are all restricted AI, right? So I'll come to that point. What do you mean by restricted AI and what I'm talking about? In the same time, just like I asked you the question, have you seen any AI? if you'll ask the same question to me, my answer would be yes. I have seen AI in the form of restricted AI, right? And I have seen AI in the form of automation. So the automation, when I ask you the question that when first time you realized AI or when the world noticed AI, my answer is many 100 years back, the AI was here, and today also it is here. Somebody is speaking. So as I told you, please, if you are not answering my question, then please mute yourself. Don't speak. So as I am telling you that this AI was there 100 years back, and it is here. So somebody is not able to understand the simple instruction. मैंने ये बताया, please mute yourself if you are not answering my question. And if you want to speak, then I'll stop. So what I'm telling you, AI पहले से ही था. अभी now this is not all of a sudden it landed on the earth. And पहले उसका नाम था automation. And now we are calling it AI. So in the automation is also one side you can see. I mean, this is also the AI. Let's say when you are talking about the chat GPT, or when you are talking about, let's say, washing machine, when you are giving the command, or even you are throwing your clothes to the washing machine will understand what the dirt level in your cloth, and accordingly it will wash, it will put the warm, the water, detergent, everything, depending on the need, and it will do. So these are all automation with some sort of intelligence. So that means, though this automation was there 500 years back, and what we are doing now, we are trying to add some sort of intelligence, and the intelligence is in different way. That I'm talking about the intelligence now. So what do you mean this intelligence? As I said, that we engineers or scientists, we try to understand the intelligence of the nature. Just like, we try to understand the intelligence of the bacteria, we try to understand the intelligence of the ant, and then we apply those intelligence in mathematical modeling or mimicking in the machine, which we are calling AI. I hope you understood. So in this natural entity, whatever is there, the human are the sophisticated natural entity who have the highest amount of intelligence, we believe. That's why human rule the world. But also in the same time, that a couple of years back, virus सबको घर में बिठाया, राइट? तो उसका इंटेलिजेंस में भी उस टाइम ज्यादा हो गया था. Okay, whatever it is. So human are the human intelligence is on the top, right? So इसीलिए the picture which I'm showing, and wherever you see this AI picture, always you see the human brain. Okay, and now the intelligence we are talking about mostly inspired from the human, and that's why the brain and chip are there. So here, let me tell you a very interesting thing over here. Um, so so somebody told that that AI is nothing but our assistant. Of course, this is true, right? So we need to understand, because as you know that we are the most intelligent entity in this universe. So what is our characteristic? What is the characteristic of the human? And you all know, and also you will agree with me, we humans are very selfish in nature. We always think for us, for ourselves, that how will be better, how our life would be comfortable, all these things we think, right? And as you know, the necessity is the mother of invention. Let's say if I'm thinking that, oh, I need somebody, who can do my job. Let's say I'm thinking today it's very cold in Delhi and I want tea, and somebody can read my mind and bring the tea to my table. How I can do this? So this is one example I gave. So there are n number of examples. And when we think about this thing, then we feel that, okay, can we create some kind of thing or somebody or maybe my servant who can bring this tea for me, right? And ये जो idea मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, this is not the idea I'm talking today. As I told you, many years back, 100 years back, people came up with this idea. Maybe I'll show you in my next slide, right? And then they started the automation. Who is speaking the other side? आप लोगों को समझ में नहीं आता है क्या? अरे, you are a faculty, you should understand.
We
Sir,
request
the
the
organizer can
participants to
unmute
please
everyone,
switch
sir.
off their mic.
Organizer can unmute everyone.
Yes. Okay. So because actually when you start speaking, I'll disconnect myself what I'm teaching, because my things actually what I'll teach, it's not everything available in the slide. And my intention is not to teach hyper things, to make you understand what is actually AI means. Okay. So before going to the slide, let me show you very interesting slide. Maybe, yeah, it is here. So this is how we started our journey. What I'm showing you, this is a very interesting slide. You can see here, we started our journey from a hunter-gathering society. That means we all depend on the hunting, right? When we started the human being, and then the people, that time it was called Industry 1.0. And then we shifted to the agriculture society, which is Industry 2.0. That means we believe that we have to do the cultivation for the livelihood. And then slowly we move towards the industrial society. And between this agriculture industrial, there is another society. That time people used to go for trading on, I mean, they used to navigate in the on sea to distant place and do the trading. And during that time, to calculate the tide pattern, calculating the tide pattern is a tedious job, and every day you have to do a rigorous calculation, and which is a repetitive kind of job. And that time also the human society was male dominated, and they felt that why we are doing this job, let's give this job to the women, right? And the women's are called computer that time. So computer is on a machine, that is a job title. And then women every day they used to do. And then everybody realized that why we are not inventing a machine which will do this job. And then slowly mechanical system evolved, and then electronic system, and with the advancement of small scale integration, large scale integration, and the advancement of the electronics, we came up with this big computer, right? And during this industrial society, then we shifted to information society, which is society 4.0, and where we felt that in this automation, robot can do many job for us. And you can see here the society 4.0, when the industry 3.0, industry 4.0 started, and now we are in industry 5.0. And what do you mean by that? I'll come to that point later. So here, then as I said, that we started our journey from many years back, when people used to go for the trading on the sea path, calculate this the tide pattern, and then slowly with the advancement of mechanical system, electronic system, during the World War, all these world leaders, they invested huge amount of money to come up with some computing machine which will calculate the projectile angle, the speed, and everything, so that they can hit the target in the right way. And then the America census, I mean, the counting the number of people, they started, and they felt that we need some automation. And this is how they invested money, and some sort of computing machine came up, and then they completed their job in a less time. So why I'm telling you all this story? Because you need to understand, at the end of the day, whether you are teaching, whether you are evaluating, whether you need efficiency in your industry or anywhere, we need two things together. One is we want perfection, we want accuracy, right? Second is we want speed. कि कितने जल्दी, I mean, we can do our job with accuracy. This is what we want today. That means we are increasing our capability. And to increase our capability, we are relying on machine. And that's where AI is fitting, right? So let's say when AI is not there, maybe I'll use 10 people. And ये जो 10 लोग या 12 लोग मेरा टीम में होते हैं, मैं क्या करता हूँ? I distribute the work to them, and they do the job for me. And then so that the work which I'll do in 10 days, maybe using 10 people, I can do it in 1 hour, right? And this is what we are doing using AI. So please remember, AI is doing two things. One is doing the work very fast. Second thing, with accuracy. But again, I'll tell you some other aspect of this thing later on. So here, when I'm using this two term, then my question would be, why not human can do it? We know human is also very fast, right? So if you look at the human, we have some lacuna. In the same time, we have some many other big things which the machine they don't have. First thing, please remember, this is the characteristic of the human. We humans get easily tired when we do the repetitive job. मैं काम एक काम आपको दे दिया and the same काम you have to repeat every day. Then of course you will lose your interest and you are about to do the mistake. Right? ये human का nature है. So that's why let me give you an example so that you can understand better. So let's say I hire an engineer whose job is to locate a valve in a factory. A factory में एक valve है. So वो every day उनका काम है उसकी valve के सामने चेयर में बैठना है and observe करना है कि valve गड़बड़ तो नहीं हुआ क्योंकि if the valve will stop, the industry production will stop, right? So one day what will happen? Every day I will come and check, but after 7 days I'll feel, oh, every day the same thing. Oh, let's take a break and let's play the game in my computer, right? Or in my mobile phone. Or maybe let's take a break because we are easily get tired when we do the repetitive task every time or every day. And then what will do? The same time, let's say the bulb kharab ho gaya and the industry production will come down or completely stop. So that's why we thought that is it possible? I'll deploy a camera and with that in that camera I'll put some intelligence. Intelligence means the camera will capture the image of the valve in each and every second and do the analysis and then tell the central unit कि हाँ अभी valve का कुछ थोड़ा सा wear and tear आ गया. Most probably in few hours it might stop and the central team will come and replace the valve so that the industry production will not stop there. I hope you understood. So because as I told you that the human can get easily tired, but the machine, they don't get tired. That's why your productivity will not come down. This is another good point about the machine, which is the bad point about the human, right? Second, as I told you that we need the output as quick as possible. हम चाहते हैं कि कितना जल्दी output आ जाए. And this speed depends on the electricity, the flow of electricity. So if you look at the flow of electricity in the human, हमारा बॉडी में जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी होता है जैसे हम कुछ बात करते हैं डिसीजन लेते हैं सब कुछ इट्स बेस्ड ऑन द मूवमेंट ऑफ द आयॉन्स प्लीज रिमेंबर एंड इन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स when you talk about the electricity it depends on the electrons and electrons ka speed is 100 times higher than the ions. That's why the machine are faster than the human, right? But at the same time the intelligence component is much more higher in human than the machine. Machine cannot match our intelligence, right? So please understand what are the best thing in the machine, what are the best thing in the human. And that's why to increase our efficiency, we need to use machine, but not to allow machine to take over on us, right? So ये गलत term है. Many times I have seen in many forum, in all this big AI forum when I used to go and give the talk, participate, 99 people say that AI can do wonders. Actually, I feel that the whole world, many people, they don't understand AI. I'm telling you 100 people, if I'll ask, then I'll know that 95 people will tell I am expert in AI. But actually, they don't have the understanding of AI. They feel that this is a magic thing. AI is not at all a magic. Please remember, we need to use AI for our own benefit to improve the performance, to improve our capability, and to produce the output with accuracy, with speed. That's why we need the support of this machine, which is some sort of intelligence. I hope you understood the concept. So this AI word kahan se aaya? Now around 1950, as I told you that many years people were coming up with mechanical system and then electronic system. Then we developed this, a machine which can do some kind of automatic task, right? That time some scientists realized that okay, let's train the machine, let's teach the machine कि इसको apple कहते हैं and इसको orange कहते हैं. And after some time, if I'll show a apple to the machine, whether the apple can understand or not, and if the apple can understand, I call it that the apple, the machine passed the Turing test. This is what Turing test is, right? And then after certain time, in 1956, I hope I'm audible to all of you. I'm connected?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
oh, I thought somebody is calling. Maybe I'm not connected. Okay. So, if you look at then in 1956, there is a conference, computer science conference at Dartmouth College in US, And first time, the scientists, when they're discussing, they come up with a word idea called, can we make this machine intelligent so that it can do certain kind of job? And that's time this artificial intelligence came to this world. And since the time, in different time, we have a knowledge-based system, expert system, and now as we are moving on, we are bringing, I mean, as I told you, that we are just adding little bit of intelligence on top of this whatever is existing, this automation, and we use the term called Gen AI, agentic AI. And again, I am coining one term. Please remember, I know that I doubt that you have heard this term called the sentient AI. Sentient AI is just like human-like AI, right? So that means we are trying to understand the human better, the human brain better, and then try to mimic those kind of intelligence in the machine. And that's why until now, whatever you have seen, these are all restricted AI. These are all developed for certain purpose only. You know that ChatGPT can do certain things, not everything. You also know that this Alexa can do certain things. That means they are trained for those kind of things, but they cannot do the way we can do, right? Because our intelligence is something not about how the brain works, but in the same time, how we feel our surrounding. We call it consciousness, right? So all these things are not understood well. So if you ask me that when I can see the real AI, then my answer would be not now and not in 10 years. But yes, of course, we'll see, but down the timeline. I don't know how many years it will take. Just imagine the term was coined. So the automation started many hundred years back. The term was coined 1956, and today is 2026. This time we are realizing some aspects of the intelligence, right? Then of course it will take certain amount of time to come up with a real AI system. I hope you understood the concept. As I was telling you that we get the intelligence from everywhere, just like as a scientist, we observe how the birds fly. Let's say you can see here, many times the bird make a pattern when they fly in a group, right? Nobody has taught them that how to fly, but they fly, and we scientists try to understand how they form this group, how they maintain a distance, and based on that, we try to come up with the algorithm which do the intelligence job for us, just like the swarm intelligence. You know, now drones are also flying on the sky, and this is just mimicking the science or the intelligence from the nature, right? So basically what we are doing now, as I told you, that we try to mimic any natural entity or the human. And I told you that human is the most sophisticated entity in this universe. That's why we feel that the interesting intelligence will come from the human, and in human the source of intelligence in the neuron, right? That's why I'm showing you the picture of neuron. And the first time many years back when we come up with this perceptron model, you know, this is the perceptron model. This is nothing but the mimicking of the neuron, how the neuron work when the stimulus come to the neuron, and that it gets summed up in the cell, and then they will decide whether it will fire or it will not fire based on some chemical transmitter or inhibitor, and then it will take the action accordingly. And we have just mimicking this neural, I mean how the neuron work in the mathematical model. You can see the bottom picture is the mathematical model. X1, X2, X3, what I've written here, these are nothing but the stimulus come to the neuron, and W1, W2, W3, these are the weights assigned to the stimulus, that what is the intensity of the stimulus. And finally, as I said, in the natural one, they all summed up. That's why we have given the summation. And then activation function. As I told, the neurotransmitter or the inhibitor there, and they will decide whether it will fire or it will not fire. Based on that, we first come up with this perceptron model. And then, as I was telling you, that when we come up with this engineering perceptron model, this is the terminology we use. You can see here, WIXI, that means the input with weights. Okay, they are all summed up, plus B. Okay, and this B is, bias term. I'm just introducing a bias term. Why bias term? Because we don't know what is the exact one. This is a knob. We try to adjust, right? So that means artificial intelligence has some sort of error. That means we cannot, we are trying to adjust using this B, but we don't know, how to come up with the accurate, the way the natural one provide the result. That's why in any engineering system, though we are trying to achieve that much, but we cannot achieve. So please remember, sometimes in the machine learning AI, people say, "Oh, my model is 100% accurate." So these are very, very, easy to go model. Which you know, but actually, always the nature says that you cannot achieve 100%. And if somebody is 100%, means there is something is there, right? So this is a different thing. I'm not going to AI or other things, but I'll come down to your context. So, hello, asking something? Okay. So, as I told you, that first we started understanding one neuron, but then scientists thought that how actually the brain work, and they found not one or single neuron work, but it's a group of neuron that do many things. And this is the AI which you are talking about. This is from our understanding about the brain. In brain, how the neurons work, we are mimicking those kind of things in the machine. And then the scientists realize that actually there is not one or two layers of neuron, there are many layers of neuron, and they do very specific tasks. Some of the neurons understand the color, some of the neurons understand the edges, some of the neurons understand something else, and this is how they process. But until now, our knowledge is very limited. So nobody knows that how many layers of neuron are there in the brain and do certain please mute these people, those who are shouting. So then today, this deep neural network, DNN, this is the core of AI. But actually, if you look at the real brain, I'm just showing you, this is how the real neurons looks like in the left hand side picture. You can see this is a very complicated structure. But on the right side, this is the engineering neuron, which we are using for our intelligence, artificial intelligence. And this is very, very simple. So this likewise the DNN, I'm telling you down the timeline, this would be obsolete from the market. It will go to the cold storage. The real intelligent adaptive network will come. So this is just giving some highlights. Okay. Then coming to this, the word which I explained to you, just let me just highlight. So this AI, because this is, you are talking the AI tool. So all of these things are coming under the big umbrella of artificial intelligence. This machine learning is nothing but, when we come up with some statistical model, which try to find out the pattern from your data. So that's called the machine learning. And deep learning is mostly inspired from the human brain, how the human brain works. And this is being inspired. And data science is actually, I don't see any difference between all these things. I see all of them together. So data science is basically we try to find out the pattern from the data. Based on that, we build the model. So data science helps to build machine learning or deep learning model. In the same time, we use machine learning or deep learning to understand the data. And all of these things are coming under the domain of artificial intelligence. So please don't get confused. So there is some demarcation, but in the same time, all of them, if you look through a single window also, you can see all of them are very much similar, right? So that's why the main goal is, as I told you, that when I'm talking about this industry 3.0, 4.0, so in industry 4.0, people are talking about that most probably this tool or techniques can do wonders in our life. But now we realize that this is not the right thing. We need to bring human and machine together. As somebody rightly said, that we should use AI as our assistant, not like our master. So please, this is the main message to all of you. So don't think that AI can take over everything or AI can do wonders. AI cannot do wonders. As I told you, AI is only two big things. One is AI can be faster. AI cannot get very bored. Okay. And these are the two things you can use to enhance your capability. Okay. So whether this teaching, whether it's learning, or in anything else, I'll give some example to you. Uh, okay. Here I'm just showing you that we need to bring the human intelligence and machine intelligence. So somebody said when I asked this question that why you need AI? Now it can do many things for us. So don't give your work everything to AI. I am completely against it. Even I don't use all of this tool for my teaching or learning purpose. I use them judiciously. Judiciously means you need to know what AI can do and where AI can help me, right? I'll give some example. Let me give one example. So in the medical domain, because actually my lab do many different tasks in AI. We build many different models for healthcare, for neuro rehabilitation, or many things. I'm just showing you one example here. Then you can actually to give you better understanding. So what I'm showing you here, this is actually a tool developed for detection of epilepsy. You know epilepsy जो मिर्गी कहते हैं ना पेट आता है. So ये क्या करते हैं, we put a electrode cap, उसको कहते हैं EEG, and from there some signal comes. You can see here, you can see my cursor. These are the signals coming from the brain, and then I have an AI model. AI you can see here, and using this AI, I'm trying to find it out what is happening in this brain signal, right? So in the traditional practice, what happens when somebody affected with this kind of neurological problem, they come to the doctor, and in the layman language, I can say this is the earthquake of the brain. Earthquake means just like the earthquake will not tell you when it will come. ये fits में ऐसे होता है. It will not tell you when it will come. So that's why doctor what they do when you will go to the doctor, they will ask you to be in their own clinic, and they will ask you to be there for 48 hours, and they will record your brain signal. And a brain जो signal होता है ना, ये सबसे complicated signal होता है. But what they do, doctor, they look at the signal, and through their this naked eye, they try to understand what is happening. But actually they do many mistakes because brain signal इतना complicated है, nobody can tell more than 10% what is happening in the brain signal, right? So a neurologist, if they will look at this brain signal, they will take many days even to understand one subject signal. So that means they cannot be productive. Just imagine India में डॉक्टर तो इसे शॉर्टेज है, ये स्पेशलाइज्ड न्यूरोलॉजिस्ट कहाँ से मिलेंगे? So if a person can take 2-3 days to understand one brain signal, then they cannot do other work. So the question is how to enhance their efficiency, how to make them productive. That means productive means they can diagnose this problem within fraction of second and with accuracy. मान लो एक डॉक्टर को ये मैं सिग्नल दे दिया जो 64 चैनल से आ रहे हैं, मतलब 64 ट्रेसेस एट ए टाइम एंड फॉर 24 आवर्स, एंड वो देखते देखते वो भी थक जाएंगे कि यही सेम सिग्नल काइंड ऑफ दिख रहा है सारे, एंड मे बी ही विल गेट टायर्ड एंड ही विल कमिट मिस्टेक. So that's why here to make the process more efficient, what we do, we apply AI. What we are doing in this AI, what we are doing, we know ये जो सिग्नल है उसमें कौन सा सिग्नल क्या है, एंड वी ट्राई टू ट्रेन दिस एआई मॉडल विथ ऑल दिस काइंड ऑफ सिग्नेचर कि ये समझ लो ये है नॉइज, ये है एपिलेप्टिक फिट का पैटर्न है, ये है उसके बीच का सिग्नल है, व्हाटएवर वी ट्रेन देम, एंड देन व्हाट विल हैपन व्हेन द सिग्नल विल कम फ्रॉम दिस ब्रेन. ये जो कलर कोड में देखो, it will tell the doctor, a color code it will indicate ki which signal correspond to what, and at the same time they will also show the brain picture from which region it's coming. I'm just playing the video a little bit so that you can see.
In this demonstration, we are introducing one of our developed technology, which is termed as AI-based portable device for rapid detection of epilepsy. This is a unique product from Neurocomputing Lab, Department of Electrical Engineering, IIT Delhi, headed by Professor Tapan Kumar Kant. The technology is divided into two parts. First is the EEG acquisition part, as we all can see onto our screens. So we have a subject wearing a portable EEG cap and a set of dry electrodes via which we are collecting the EEG at different channel locations in a wireless fashion. The second part of the technology is the AI-based color coding paradigm, as being reflected onto your screens, that codes each segment of EEG into different categories. It is assisted with interactive visualizer, which has the options for generating discal potential maps, localization plots, and a source imaging movie.
Okay, so you understood that what does it mean. So using this tool, the doctor can diagnose a patient within fraction of second. They need not to wait for a long time. But it does not mean that what AI will say that this is the correct, without any doctor's intervention, we should give the recommendation to the patient. This is wrong. But only this is what it will do. It will tell the doctor, just please look at this place of the signal, and most probably it looks like an epilepsy signal. And doctor can go and make sure that what AI is recommending, this is actually true, right? So this is what I'm telling you to give you the idea that what AI can do. So please remember, AI can help, and I mean to simplify your process. So coming to the tools, when you're talking about the tools, I'm not going into all these details of the AI. So I hope that you understood that AI should work as our assistant to increase our capability. There are many tools available in the market or maybe in the online. You know that if we are talking about the learning tool or the teaching tool, many times you can use the chat gpt, Gemini, Grok, right? These are all large language model. These are based on the language which is available in the public domain, right? So this tool, it will type something, let's say in a short time you want to write an abstract of something. Let's say somebody will ask me that you have to deliver a talk on AI and sustainability, right? And all of a sudden I'm busy in many things. So what I'll do, I'll in the chat gpt, if you go to the chat gpt, maybe I can go and show you. Let me share my screen with you, not the window. Let me so stop sharing, enter screen. Okay. So I'll go to the Google. Can you see my screen now? Google, can you see the Google?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, like, let's say, I'm just going in a simplistic way. How I use different tool. Let's say ChatGPT. I went to the ChatGPT. I type in the Google. Okay. So continue with Google. Let me just see. Okay, it will take me to my. um So what I'll do, okay, I got the prompt, right? This window. What is in your mind? So maybe I'm just trying to write that I have to talk about, no, I have to write an abstract about, let's say, AI and sustainability, right? And I have to write in 100 words. Because you know that as a human being, what do we do? When you start writing, we एक बार लिख लेते हैं, फिर काउंट करते हैं कितना वर्ड हुआ, फिर कम हुआ तो फिर लिखते हैं, फिर ज्यादा हो गया फिर करते हैं. And to write an abstract, you need minimum half an hour or maybe more than that, right? And I don't have time, this much of time, and I want to write in 5 minutes. Somebody asked me that you have to write, but what I'll do, I'll write, write an abstract on AI and sustainability ability within 100 words, right? Then I click. So it will write. See, now if will count, it would be within 100 words, not more than that, right? So what I'll do, I'll take this, okay? I'll copy and put on my Word document, and I'll go through it, whether it is written correctly or not, right? And then if I want to change some word, I can put my language, and I can shuffle few words, and I'll also add one or two lines what I want to convey, and then which was supposed to take maybe more than half an hour to cut short to add, it will be done in couple of seconds. So of course it will increase my efficiency, and at the same time it will also give me the, I mean, grammatically also correct sentence, but only here you have to use your intelligence. I mean, whatever it's writing, don't copy and paste and send. You use your own intelligence that whatever being written, it's correct or not, right? Actually, once I was seeing, let me see. So I'll just ask this chat gpt. I mean, this is the same thing for Gemini, Grok, you can do, right? I'll write, please write a biodata for Professor Tapan Gandhi, IIT Delhi. Okay, IIT Delhi. So let's see what it will write. So once actually I just give this kind of prompt, and it started writing good thing about me. In the same time, it started introducing many things which is not relevant to my domain or knowledge. I mean, or whatever I do. So let's see. So I think it copied from somewhere from my some profile, and today I can see something correct sentence it is giving. But actually, maybe okay, maybe I told that time this large language model, this is not my bio. Please rectify my bio. And actually, what it does, based on, I mean, maybe I have done many times. That's why now it is writing correctly. But when I did many months back, that write a bio about me, then it found that something about me from MIT website, and then as I'm professor of electrical engineering, as well as in the artificial intelligence, then he started writing its own story. That Tapan Gandhi is a renowned scientist in the world who work on high voltage engineering, which is not relevant to my background. I don't work on the high voltage, though I'm in electrical, but I don't work on the high voltage. But it started because it get the clue that ये electrical में होगा तो electrical related other things भी कर रहा होगा. Are you getting my point? So this is called the hallucination. So AI introduced those kind of things. So you have to read. Once it will write, you have to read and then rectify the things. But it write very nicely. So that, I mean, once you'll get this kind of things, so you can play and create your own text, which will save your time. Right. So this is one example I gave. So let's say you know that nowadays we are using Canva. Canva, let's say Canva is a very automatic tool. If I'm going to give a presentation somewhere, I can use Canva and write, and I can create the PDF, I can create the PPT, I can do it very easily, right? So in the same time, it's up to you that what you need. Though I know Canva can produce very beautiful picture, very things, but still I rely on simply using the PPT. Why? Because if I'll create in the Canva, everybody will understand, right? कि oh ये Canva ये AI tool use किया to make his presentation. I don't. That's why I try to avoid those kind of things. So it's up to you that what you need. So because if you want to show the originality, because if you have used the AI, everybody can understand nowadays, because everybody use this kind of things. They know that whether you are relying on the AI or you are not relying. Let's say in the crowd, everybody is presenting using this Canva, and if I'm telling, or if I'm presenting something which is I have done by myself, then of course you know he has done by himself, right? So it's up to you. And of course, if I'll do in my own way, it will take a little bit of time. So it depends on how much time you have, what you need. So these are all need based. Let me give a simple example. आपके पास कुछ खाना है, maybe चावल और चाउमीन, and it's up to you to decide whether you will eat on your finger, whether it will use chopstick, whether you will use fork, whether you will use the spoon. If you use, I mean, all this tool also you can eat, but you have to see कि मुझे क्या requirement है, what is my need, and accordingly please use. So likewise, you know that Turnitin, we use Turnitin. Let's say somebody written something, you know, now the ethics is a very big thing. Ethics means that you are not plagiarize somebody, you are not copying from somebody, right? So how we do? Let's say I'll go to turn it in, right? So I'll just log into the Turnitin, and I use Turnitin. As I said, that sometimes I use some AI tools, sometimes I don't use, but I use Turnitin. Because why? Because if my students are writing something and I need to check whether they copied from somewhere or they've written their own language, right? Or in their own way. Because don't do research if you are not putting your own things. But if you are copying from somebody and if you are found plagiarized, then your whole career will be stopped. And nowadays, people are taking this plagiarism in a very big way. And you know that China, India, they are leading in terms of number of highly plagiarized kind of paper, right? So don't do that, because nowadays there are many tools. Even you know that using AI tool you can write, but I'm telling you, if those who know AI and those who have good understanding, they can detect very easily that you have used AI, right? So let's say Turnitin, let me log in to the system, Turnitin, and then let's say I have a paper, I have to check. One of my students sent me last night. Let's say I'll go. Actually, there are many things you can use for your class, because class में भी assignment देते हैं, and you आजकल बच्चे सारे copy paste करते हैं. So you can create a class, and in that class you can assign and student can submit, and it will evaluate all of a sudden. Because let's say in your class there are 30 students, and if you want to evaluate one by one, it might take more time. But if I'll give this job to this Turnitin, it can do within fraction of second without my intervention. Let's say I'll give one, let me check one paper. Let's say I click quick submit, right? And then you can see here on this, these are the papers submitted by my student, and I have done that, and I can see here similarity index. You can see that what is the similarity index of the paper and where it's matching. So let's say now I'm putting, I'll upload one paper, submit, I'm right clicking submit, right? And then uh, submit, then it is asking me, customize your search, how you want to customize. So I'm telling him that please search in the internet, right? I click search in the internet. Then it's saying search student paper submitted to Turnitin. I am not including that one. Then search periodicals journal publication. And here I'm doing no repository. That means whatever I'll do, it's not be submitted to the repository of this Turnitin. Then I'll click submit, right? And I did this. And then it will ask me that what is the title of the paper and who is submitting. So I have to enter those information. Um, Okay, so now it's asking file name. So what I can do, file name is, I can write Sapna Misra. Okay. So I write submission title. Let me check what is the title of the file I'll upload. So I just open the file and I copied this title. Okay. And then what I'll do, I pasted the title and then I'll select the location of this file. So here I'll come and I'll find it out where is the file. Oh, the file is here. I clicked. So now I'll upload the file. Okay. So it's uploading the file because the file is little bigger file. So I don't know how much time it will take. So it's uploading. So after this file get uploaded, then what I'll do, I'll go, click, then it will take some time and it will give me, it will produce the report that how much plagiarized content are there. So then what I have to do, I have to use my intelligence to remove. I should not allow this tornado to take all the decision because I understand how much content we feel that this is plagiarized. So it's up to you, to your understanding. You can use okay, if more than 8 words in a sentence are matching, then it should be plagiarized. You have to put those kind of settings, right? Then accordingly, it will remove or it will include. Many times what happens, let's say I have done some research and in the similar domain, and again the similar domain I'm writing another paper. Maybe as I'm writing, maybe it will match to my own things. So even self plagiarism also big thing. So don't try to also have your, maybe certain amount of content you can match, but not everything, right? So also you have to reduce those kind of plagiarism, that what you have written in your last paper, it should not repeat in the present paper, right? So now, okay, you will ask to confirm the complete process. Okay, it's taking little time. I hope you can see my screen. Just confirm.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
very good. Very good. So likewise, this is Turnitin I'm showing. You can use, Grammarly, another tool which you can use. So there are n number of tools are there. Nowadays there are many tools, but again, it's up to you which one you can trust and how much content you can trust. So this is a completely judicious process. There is no, one or zero. Okay, ये AI tool matlab that will do the magic in my life. It's not like that. It cannot do magic in your life. Yes, it can do the magic in the way it will improve your efficiency and productivity. If you know, if you understand your content, what you're going to teach, how you're going to teach, whether you are using this AI tool for learning purpose. So you have to use judiciously. So one last thing I can tell you, okay, this is now done. So if I'll refresh it a little bit, maybe it will give me, it's done. Already, see the checking is already done. I have to find it out where it is. Then just 1 second. Let me see. Maybe I can come down around. Okay. So because there are many pages. I've done checking for many people. So I have to see that where it located. Already the checking already been done. Let me see from the last one or 10 January. Now, okay, now you can see here it's appearing here 35%. So now I have to see whether 35% is actually matching. And here I can do, because I know that there are references are there. References should not be counted under the plagiarism. Many people also count it, but actually, please remember that this references is not part of it. So what I'll do, I'll go to the filter. You can see here in the filter, I'll do exclude bibliography. Okay, exclude cited text, exclude small matches. Let's say I did this, and it's showing me how many word. Set match exclusion threshold 8 word. Let's say 8 word is fine, and I'll apply the filter. You can see electrical engineering India, it's showing the plagiarism, but this is not plagiarism. So you have to apply your intelligence. So as I said, though this is an again AI tool, it is telling me that these are the plagiarism or matching, but this is not the match. Of course, ideally is ideally. Everybody will write this ideally, right? So everybody will write that New York or New Jersey Institute of Technology. So this is not the plagiarized content. This is the institute name. Okay, so it's showing me abstract, COVID-19. So these are not the, this is the word everybody will use. So you have to see that whether this is a plagiarized content or this is as usual. Dekho, when I click this match, it is giving me 21% overall similarity. And why 21%? I know that, let's say the paper which I'm checking, the author has already published many paper in this domain. So that's why maybe some of the content is coming from the other journal. So I have to go to the similarity report. And then here, see, again, I was telling you, the same person already published a paper in this domain. That's why 4% similarity. So this is acceptable. So, but still, what we try to do, we try to make less than 1%. So if the content is less than 1%, this is completely acceptable, right? So again, why I'm telling you this thing, so this is the judgment between your understanding, how much you understand the research, and what you feel that this is actually the plagiarized content, not the original content. So you have to take your decision, and then finally you have to change. I hope you understood. So finally, what I can tell, that this AI, of course, can do many things, and of course can create many problems for you. Just like the friction is a social. I'm so sorry. Friction is a necessary evil. Friction is very much useful. In the same time, friction can create problem for you, right? So likewise, nuclear energy can destroy the whole universe. In the same time, if you use nuclear energy, it can helpful in the health, it can helpful for creating energy. So this is up to you how you want to use, and please use AI is just like a tool, just like your assistant, right? But don't allow AI to take everything, all decision in your life. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll stop here.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a powerful and thought provoking session. We will now open the house for questions. Sir, our first question is from Miss Priyanka Mavi. Her question is, AI driven feedback systems provide teachers with valuable insights by analyzing patterns across entire classrooms.
Yeah.
This somehow overpowers the human judgment.
Hmm.
How, as a prudent educator, can we take care of this?
See, I mean, as I told you, that nothing can take over on you. I mean, basically, maybe this is your limitation, because the way we think, the way we interpret the things, the machine cannot do. Yes, of course, when this is giving the feedback based on the pattern, finally, you have to take the final decision that whether it's giving the right content for me or not. Many times, and what is happening? So let's say I'm occupied with many things. I'm when the cognitive load is very high, you don't have, I mean, you cannot think in a very bigger way. So using this the AI tool, that will recommend you, "Ki these are the things I can see, or these are the things content are available," and then you use your intelligence, because our intelligence is something different. Our intelligence is based on some context. Our intelligence is based on our circumstances, our surroundings, based on our past experience, based on our present context, and what we want to see for the future things. So that you have to see.
Okay. As a second question is from Miss Ritika Mehra. Her question is, how can innovative approaches such as project-based learning be strengthened using AI technologies?
Again, this is actually a different kind of question. I don't see any relevance because you are talking about that project-based learning to enhance AI. So these are not connected well. So project-based learning is good for learning. So if I'll talk about your the humans learning, even I tell in my class, ki, try to learn doing something. And if you do that, you can learn in a better way. But in this way, how you are connecting to advancing AI, I don't know. I don't have the answer. So, but this is clear that learning through doing something is really a very good idea. Even I encourage this idea.
Okay. As our next question is from Mr. Rachit Kadian. His question is, how can AI practically support teachers in managing routine tasks like attendance, grading, and reports?
So even in my class, when I take a very big class, UG core class at IIT, I use also Gradescope. So Gradescope actually again, Gradescope cannot do wonders for you. You have to also, use your intelligence. So let's say big class, you cannot evaluate everyone, and many times also Gradescope is good to remove the cheating process, right? So and they cannot. Let's say in IIT system, many times we use open book exam, right? So what we do, let's say I'm using the Gradescope for even the exam purpose. So even the same time, I also use some other tools that if by chance they will, they will jump to the other tool. Let's say internet is there, they try to get some answer from the internet. Then automatically they will be thrown out from the Gradescope, right? They cannot again appear for the exam automatically. So this is how you can play with the technology, and of course the Gradescope can you can assign key. Okay, student can write their feedback. Key why I didn't get mark for this question, why I got the less mark, and you can also write the region. And then the Gradescope also, Gradescope also can give the feedback. In the same time, also you can include your own things so that accordingly it will be evaluated. The student can see. So this is also good for the two-way interaction for the big class to manage well. So actually, this is one example I gave Gradescope, but there are many other tools are there which you can effectively use for many things.
Okay. Our next question, sir, is from Ms. Sakshi Jindal. Her question is, how can innovative AI approaches transform traditional teaching into interactive learning?
So there are many ways. See, AI, as I told you, the AI is a tool. Let's say in my class, I want to give it one kind of real kind of experience to the student. Let's say student have not visited New York, but I want to give them the idea that how New York looks like, right? So I can create, let's say, AI-enabled AR VR platform, which will give them the experience of 3D world or the real kind of world. So this is one example I gave, but there are many examples where you can use. If, first of all, you need to understand what this tool can do or cannot do, and you use your technique that how you can increase the efficiency of learning, efficiency of teaching, and in the same time, we use AI to evaluate the performance of the student or anybody else. Let's say I have a learning curve that whether the learning is happening or not. You can use AI for that thing also. So again, it's up to you that how judiciously, how much you want to use. Let's say I have in my class there are 10 students, right? So maybe for 10 students I don't need it, or maybe 5 students I don't need it. I can do by as a human. Why I'll use extra this AI and other things, which is a very not an energy efficient way. So for 5 students I can do by my own. But if I have a class of 500 students, there maybe I can deploy AI to help me as my assistant.
Okay, okay. Our next question, sir, is from Dr. Vinu AK. His question is, due to AI, students are lacking reading and writing ability. What can be done in this regard, sir?
So again, as I told you already, I've given this answer. This is AI is a tool, and we should use it. Just like I gave the example of friction. Friction is a necessary evil. So likewise, this AI is also necessary evil. If you want to use it for your good thing, then it will do wonders. If you want to kill yourself, then of course it will kill you, right? So then you need to reduce. You need to tell your student, don't use much. You write your own things. You don't create the essay, or I mean, you try to enhance your skill of thinking, creativity, right? So that's the thing. I mean, this is one kind of handshaking kind of things. How much you want to use it, where to you use it.
Okay. Next question, sir, is again from Mr. Shiv Swarup Jha. His question is, what role can AI play in formative and summative assessment practices?
Formative and summative assessment practices means for what you want to exactly what you want to say. Just make it simple.
Mr. Shiv Swarup Jha, are we there in the meeting?
Can you please tell me the context? In which context you are talking about?
Mr. Shiv Swarup Jha, are we there in the meeting? I think he's not answering right now. He would be knowing better the context.
Yeah. Any other answer? Any other question?
So we have a question. Our last question is from Mr. Rohit Kumar. So we have many questions, sir. Okay. Mr. Rohit Kumar has a question. He's asking, modification through Grammarly is considered under plagiarism at the time of article review.
Please read again.
Just a second, sir. Just a second. I just missed this question. Sir, just a second. Rohit, sir, if you're there in the meeting, can you ask the question directly to sir?
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Good.
Sir, my question is that any modification through Grammarly can be considered under pledge at the time of research article review.
Can be considered. Yeah. What is your question? I could not understand.
Sir, at the time when we submit a research article to a journal, so any grammar modification we have done in our article through Grammarly with the help of Grammarly, so will it be considered under plagiarism?
No, 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 no. If you are just checking the grammar using the Grammarly, that is not considered the plagiarism.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you, sir.
Sir, our last
My
question is.
advice to everyone is, first, don't use any AI tool, just write in your own way. Then nobody can catch that this is plagiarized. So actually, there are many chances people use the AI, you are destined to be caught somewhere. So please don't. I mean, try to write in your own way. Even I also tell my student, don't use any of the tools. Write just in the morning, wake up and start writing whatever is coming to your mind and whatever you have done based on your research. And this is the best way. So the first question should come to our mind, that why will plagiarize? I tell everyone, don't do research if you don't have your own things, right? So this is not important that how many papers you are publishing. This is very important. Even if you are publishing one single paper in your throughout your life, you should feel proud for that. This is my own content, right? And I understand in many colleges they force the faculty do this, do that without giving them time, and this is completely wrong. And I'm very big critic of those colleges. How come you can tell this thing to the faculty, and if you are not giving time? So I tell everyone that, see, in IIT, some people say, oh, in IIT how they do now this much work, because we hardly, I mean, we teach only maybe one or two courses, but in the private colleges, they teach 5, 6 courses, many random courses. Then from where they will get time to do research, right? So that's why all this plagiarism, all this, even I'm not telling that in all the top-notch colleges also they're not doing plagiarism. So the scientists that when they don't have intellectual capacity, then they try to do all this kind of things. So please, my advice to everyone, don't try to bring yourself in this kind of context. I mean, try to create your own kind of things. Not, I mean, during when you're writing, don't use any kind of tool, right? Write in your own way.
Sir, our last question is from Miss Ankita Lakhanpal. Her question is, while checking the plagiarism in Turnitin, the time reference will also be counted. So how can we remove it?
reference. I just in the Turnitin, I removed the references, the bibliography. It asked me that what you want to remove. I remove this. So already there is an option. You have to remove. You have to use those options.
Okay. So I think we have just now got a question from Sudhamba N. Question is, can we retrieve information from ChatGPT to write articles?
This is what I told you. You can use it, but it's up to you. You can take, but actually always try to write in your own way. So if you'll create the content from the ChatGPT, that means you will not put your effort to modify this or to change some of the things because you will follow those patterns. And when the pattern will come, then again some AI tool can catch that you took the help of ChatGPT. And also in the same time, also people also can understand, though you have the knowledge in both these domains. So better try to write in your own way.
Okay. So we have a question. The audience is bombing you with questions, sir. One more question we have received just now. Just a second, I'll just read it out for you, sir. How to write textbook without plagiarism using AI?
Why you use AI to write a textbook? If you feel that you are a great person, you can write a textbook, please write in your own way. I am telling you very precisely, because actually this is what I've seen in many sometimes when I go to the colleges to take some interview. Actually, one college I don't remember. Somebody came, some faculty member, ki sir, I have written 10 textbook. First question I asked, just tell me the meaning of the title of the book you use in this. He could not explain me, right? Then in the first instance, I felt that he has all written, I mean, from copy, paste, all these kind of things. Writing, actually, truly speaking, writing textbook needs huge amount of expertise. Even those who are involved yourself, please ask yourself that whether you are capable to write a textbook or not. If you are not capable, don't write. Actually, nowadays, people criticize a lot. How come the person has no knowledge and writing the textbook? Actually, textbook writing is a very big thing. When somebody approach me, then I say I am not capable to write textbook. Though I have one book on AI, me and another professor from IIT Roorkee, we wrote one book on AI, and this is one of the best AI book you can refer in Tata McGraw-Hill. But many times I also feel awkward to write a book because I feel that my knowledge is very substantial to write a book. Writing book is really big thing, and don't use all this kind of tool to write a textbook. See, always you ask yourself, always the answer comes, actually the truth comes from, I mean, within you. Let's say you have forged something, you have done something wrong, and if you ask yourself, always you will get the answer, yes, you have forged it. Even you are trying to convince the whole world ki I have not forged, this is my own content, but you will get the answer from you. So when you are doing something, ask yourself whether you should write this or not, whether you have actually substance and knowledge in this domain or not. If you don't have, then don't write, right?
Thank you so much, sir. On behalf of DBIT and all the FDP participants, we extend our sincere gratitude for your valuable time, expertise, and enriching perspectives. May I now request Dr. Pramod Kumar Nayak, HOD Commerce and Associate Professor, DBIT Delhi, to propose the vote of thanks. Sir, you are on mute. Nayak, sir, you're on mute.
Thank you, Anurupa ma'am. Learning is a continuous process. Those who follow this process gain knowledge and wisdom. On the outset of this learning process, on behalf of Don Bosco Institute of Technology, Delhi, I, Dr. Pramod Kumar Nayak, Head of the Department of Commerce, am here to propose a vote of thanks for this FDP session. Firstly, I extend our sincere thanks to Professor Tapan Kumar Gandhi, Head Biomedical Engineering, IIT Delhi and AIMS Delhi, for sparing time from his busy schedule, and his deep insight into the field has opened our eyes and enlightened us about this AI knowledge. Thank you, sir. We are thankful to our respected chairman, sir, Father Sajan M. George, for his constant inspiration for conduct of this FTP. Our sincere thanks to our CFO, Father Biju sir, for his support and guidance. And I'm thankful to our respected director sir, Professor Vikas Rao Badi, for extending all guidance and support for conducting this FDP, and Professor Salu Tandon, Vice Principal, for our constant support and guidance in each step for conduct of this FDP and success of this FDP. Thanks to my co-HODs, Dr. Rajat Usmani sir, HOD Management, Mr. Ramandeep Singh sir, HOD CSIT, for their constant encouragement and support, and also my sincere thanks to Registrar of DBIT, Dr. Sanjay Kumar Singh, for his guidance. I am thankful to Program Coordinator MBA, Dr. Santosh Kumar Singh, Program Coordinator MCA, Ms. Charanpreet Kaur, for their tireless effort for conduct of this FDP. Thanks to the convener, co-convener of the FDP, the organizing committee, all my faculty colleagues, technical and admin staff, for their hard work for conduct of this FDP. And lastly, my sincere thanks to esteemed participants who have joined this FDP, constantly engaged in the learning process, and rendered their valuable time for the FDP sessions. The only thing is I will mention here, we have listened to some big things which are not in our knowledge, and we gained more insight about AI. Thank you all again, and expecting some enthusiasm for forthcoming FDP session, and we will enjoy this learning process. I wish you all happy learning. Namaskar. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now request all the participants and our speaker to please switch on their cameras for a group photograph. Requesting all of you to please switch on your cameras for a group pic. Technical team, are we done?
Thank you, Gandhi sir.
Done, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Professor Tapan Kumar Gandhi. Thank you to all the participants. We will connect again at 1:15 for our second session. Please log in at that time. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.